Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three red caps, or graduation caps, that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Shough playing Ashraford Human Ranger.
I have my bachelor's degree in archery.
In the bottom middle, we have Greshy Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, played by Will.
I have a master's degree and go fuck yourself.
And in the bottom
very
right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil.
I have a GED and having enough time to think of something to follow up with.
And today we have a show, hopefully. Let's see. Last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made combat with the Death Web, a cool amalgamation of spiders. You defeated it, not without taking a little bit of nicks and bruises, but for the most part you were fine. You knocked down some webs, found a secret tunnel, and secret tunneled your way through a nest of redcaps. Luckily, getting out of there in time, you managed to worm your way into what you believe to be the Giant's headquarters, or at least underneath it. There you heard the sounds of some voices talking, and ended up following one of the voices. Turned out to be Kona the Wise, a giantess and mother of Mokmurian, the evil giant that you've come here to slay, perhaps, or deal with at least. Yeah, I think that basically covers it. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Unless anybody thinks I forgot anything. Where are we? We're here. I helpfully labeled this map the Underfist. Switch over to map view. Let's see if I can find where you guys are.
Sounds like a bad thing, a bad place to be.
Underfist.
It's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. So,
Could possibly go wrong.
where we left off, I believe. Let's see. Do I remember her last words? Someone asked. Oh, she asked if you were here to kill.
Are you here to
her
kill
son?
her son?
And she said. Oh, you said. I don't actually remember what you said.
I was taken back in surprise.
I think it was, if it comes to that. And she said, oh, it comes to that.
There we go. All right. So you stand here in a dimly lit cave. The only light source is a small oil lantern hanging above a massive onyx slab with a bunch of Jotun runes carved into it. Kona has sealed off the eastern exit of this little chamber with a little bit of magic, causing the stonework to shift, and you guys are standing at the western end. She, for her own part, is wearing all black. And I will go ahead and give you the little picture of her, so you can take a look for yourself. She has very
Like
pale...
the emoji.
Yeah, thinking emoji. She is very pensive. Her eyes narrow. They're studying you. She's wearing loose black robes and a silver necklace with a black onyx stone embedded into it. Carved all over her skin are deep tattoo etchings of ancient Jotun symbols. Yes, my son has gone too far. It is time for him to be put down. And I sense if you are here in this dangerous place, then it must be your task to do it.
Well, not exactly per se. Our task is to stop the giant laser tower from being constructed, and
She quirks an eyebrow at that.
It called that. I've heard it called such, at least. I don't know
I didn't
exactly
think it
what
would
it is.
really be a laser, but I guess it's a laser.
Mm.
Her eyes
And
kind of narrow in.
Rescue our kin.
Well, there is no rescuing
If we have to
your
put him
kin
down while we're at
without
it.
putting him down.
Well, if we have to do it, then we'll do it.
You'd not rather try to save him?
There is no
Give him
saving one who has strayed from the path.
Which path?
The path of good,
In my
of honor, of
In my
loyalty.
experience, ma'am, it depends on the reasons. Everyone has their reasons.
His reasons are vile. He has been corrupted by one of the ancient lords. There is no saving him.
Which ancient lord?
She closes her eyes and kind of turns towards the onyx slab in the room. I cannot say for sure, but I have heard him whispering to the spirit. Whispering a name. He lets it slip sometimes when he thinks no one else is around. Karzug.
Is there one you would have preferred?
No, I don't prefer any of them.
You seem familiar with this ancient lord.
Yeah.
Heard the name a few
Lord
times.
of
Never met the
Greed.
guy.
I don't want to meet him at this point.
No, I'm getting the feeling that he's after Marion. At some point, this seems to go all the way up. So
The ancient lords have been dead for a very long time. My son has fallen in with this spirit. He's been consumed by it, whatever it teases him with.
How does he influence your son? Perhaps there's some way to sever the connection.
Cannot sever the connection of someone who wants power. My son was gone before he ever met this spirit. We shouldn't have exiled him in the first place. We should have slain him that day, when he proved himself a traitor to our ways.
What did he do? I don't remember. I'll ask, what did he do?
He falsified his magical prowess, tricked us into thinking he was a powerful sorcerer. But he was no sorcerer. He was just a mere wizard.
I didn't know there was a difference.
There is a big
Asher
difference.
didn't know. Oh,
Child.
I'm sorry. I don't know any wizards.
Giants are only to be ruled by those who have the blood strong enough to carry them through life. To be a powerful sorcerer, you need that blood. A wizard can never be as strong, as powerful as one who was born into that power.
Gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
Says the sorcerer.
Oh,
Whether you agree with our customs is not my concern.
Indeed.
What is the stone tablet?
You ask, or are you just looking at it?
Yeah. No, I'm asking. I don't know what that is.
It is a memorial to all those we've lost. She runs a hand over the letters, and a few of them glow faintly. The light, the oil lamp, begins to flicker a bit. And I guess give me perception checks.
On the wrong screen.
Even if you can't read.
Yeah, even if you cannot read, Yotu.
Oh, I have not,
35.
I mean, Greshy would be able to tell that these are a list of names. Asher and Greshy, you both notice, with that 35 and 31, you both see a very faint, ghostly outline of a giant. It's just there for a brief moment, only a second or two, and it's standing behind Kona.
I'm waiting for Roll20 to catch up with my drop-down menus. It's not even... Well, whatever. Let's
Uh-oh.
try this, and it'll catch up when it catches up.
So, Gunn may or may not.
Not
see
like
it.
I
We'll
can
find out. Yeah.
Not like I can beat that, really. I got a
29's good. Yeah, all three of you see it. Just a very brief, ghostly apparition. You only get like the briefest of glances at it before it vanishes, but there's a very frustrated look on his face.
Somebody trapped in there? Some spirit? Or
Is this place
it look-
haunted?
In a matter of speaking, the souls of the departed do not always go kindly. You have no fear as long as I am here.
are you saying that if something were to happen to you, the spirits might escape from this tablet and do what? Wreak havoc?
No, the spirits are bound to this place. Do not come here without me, lest you face the consequences.
Fair enough.
I don't imagine we have much plan to return here unnecessarily, so not much to be done there.
Do you live down here?
In these tunnels? For now.
Does anyone know you're down here? Does Mokmurian know you're down here?
Yes, he... After slaying my husband and taking over the tribe, he decided to keep me around as a maid of sorts. He does not pay attention to me, but perhaps he should. But the others, they pay me no mind, really. They still, in some respects, respect our traditions. Many only go along with Mokmurian because tradition dictates that one who slays the fire chief becomes the chief themselves.
Wait, does that mean if one of us slays him that we have to become the chief? What happens
No,
if we... Okay.
only a giant can lead giants.
Well, what happens
have-
when he dies then?
We will have to find a new leader.
Have you seen the slab that they've returned from the human lands and what they're doing with it?
Oh, the stone. Yes. I was asked to read its history. They were looking for someone. Some crazed man. A writer, a scribbler of sorts. He apparently resides wherever this stone was taken from. He is who they want. I cannot say for why.
Did they go back for Broderick Quink?
They might have. But they would have just left. When did you do this reading, Kona?
Terractinus arrived a few days ago, or a day ago. I did the reading then. The man they seek is quite ancient. Thousands of years old, perhaps.
It's Broderick.
Okay, it's probably not Broderick.
He's not
never
directly
asked.
in this world anymore.
Oh, okay.
So he's probably long dead or something, but maybe his spirit remains.
I
was
guess he's in
some-
Sand Point?
Maybe it's
Some
on that
ancient
island we
human.
never checked out.
The island we did check out?
Twice, in fact.
Let's check it out again.
A third time. Perhaps now that we know what we're looking for.
I know nothing about an island. All I saw was a shrine to that homage
Celestia?
to a man scribbling, writing ancient tomes, a small demon at his side, a familiar.
Perhaps his ghost was scribbling on the walls. Asher?
Oh, yes. Look. I'm still learning how to read. But that sounds like the catacombs with the chapel in it. Yeah.
Yep. That tiny little clue from book 1 turning out to be like crucial much later.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a neat little callback.
It's
Anyway.
just angry, where it's like wrath. I'm angry. Like someone writing on a stall.
Perhaps.
High school.
Regardless.
Drawing cool S's.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like I
that's
saw a
S's.
cool S in the background.
Now we go.
I thought it was real neat. I copied it down.
Okay.
So where's Mockmurian?
Mockmurian is here beneath the fortress. He resides most of the time in his chambers, some kind of ancient vault of some kind. I could take you there, or draw you a map. The tunnel, he does not allow anyone to go there behind him. I have checked. Well, I have ways of sensing through stone. There is something that blocks my vision there. A door made of gold. There is some secret to it, but I know not what it is. It is ancient, one of the oldest pieces of stone I've ever seen. The only other thing that ancient is perhaps the Black Tower itself up above.
Older than the slab that was brought back?
No, those were probably from around the same time period.
Okay.
Sorry, I spoke a little bit. I didn't quite mean that. Yes, I was being hyperbolic.
I understand.
No worries.
I regret my choice of words.
At least you're properly ashamed.
Let's see.
But where he
Okay,
is
so-
very old.
It sounds like the stone itself is nothing to worry about yet.
No, I think if they sent a party to go back to the catacombs, they're gonna take a few days,
A few weeks.
yeah, a few weeks.
That's assuming they need to bring the thing back here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe once
For-
they find it, then that's all they need.
I'm not certain. After having me read the stone, Mokmurian had it destroyed. Afterwards, he retreated into his chambers. He did not even see out the ritual sacrifice.
Mm.
Who was it that he sent to get this or meet this person? Did he send, or did
He hasn't sent anyone to... Sorry, I'm confused.
Oh,
you
that's
said that
good.
that a party went back?
No,
the
you made that
Himalayas.
assumption. She never
Yeah,
said that.
I've never said
She
that.
didn't.
Yeah,
What did she
I think
say?
you said that, but all she said is that she, after showing him the rock, or after showing him the slab from the old light and reading it for him, she had it destroyed and then went off into his chambers, for lack of a better word, and hasn't really been seen since.
I swear she said he sent someone to retrieve it, some other name.
No.
She mentioned Taractinus, who was the one who brought the
Taractinus.
stone back.
Okay.
You have not met Taractinus.
So, about
We
that
never will.
sacrifice, did they sacrifice people already? Or is that still happening? Is that a planned party in the future?
That will be up to Lokinsir. It is his job to oversee the branding and sacrifice of those that have been brought from the lowlands. Normally, we wait for Mokmurian to do so, but Lokinsir has been granted leave to do it as he pleases. As far as I can tell,
Sounds-
he's waiting to build up a large enough group to sacrifice them all at once.
Okay.
It sounds like you are ambivalent towards the sacrifice as a tradition that's carried out here. You are aware that the entity they are sacrificing these beings to is the same one you now fear has taken hold of Mugmirian.
Oh, I am well aware. And she pulls down a bit of her black robe and reveals a Sahedron brand on her, like, just above her right breast. He intends to sacrifice all of us at some point.
Okay, so you're not on board with that.
No.
Okay.
All of the
I guess-
giants have been branded in the same way. It's one of the conditions for joining his army. They do not know what this means. They think it a symbol of pride, a new rune to bear. But I know that that is not the case. We mean nothing to him.
Okay.
So I guess there's still time if she's down here.
hmm
If he wants to do everyone at once. Maybe
Do
he's
we-
not amassing an army, he's just amassing a bunch of people to sacrifice.
So do
Could
we
be.
take out this sacrifice guy, or do we go after Mokmirian directly first?
I feel like Mokmirian first.
If he's isolated, then it sounds like that would be a good choice. Could also cause enough chaos to let us move a little more freely. And we wouldn't have to try and fight Mokmirian while hauling around a bunch of prisoners.
Mhm.
That's true. Rather not do that.
Do a big jailbreak after if everyone's still healthy.
If the prisoners were giants, then we could go the prison riot route and
No.
release the prisoners first, and then use that chaos to go for Mokmirian. But it wouldn't really be much of a fight if.
I don't think so.
The giants and dragons he usually sacrifices right away.
The
There are
giants and what
two.
now?
He's
Dragons.
how many
So-
dragons has he sacrificed?
He has sacrificed 5 so far. He has been grooming 2 more in these caves.
Are these young dragons, or is he somehow controlling older ones?
The ones here are on the younger side.
Okay.
Is that what they were holding over Longtooth?
I am uncertain.
Couldn't say.
I know that Longtooth bore the same brand as we do. Perhaps that was in his plan as well.
I wouldn't say that absolves him, but certainly puts some more context on things.
Perhaps.
The Lamia
Yeah.
he works with, they charm the dragons over a long period of time. Turn them into willing slaves. He uses them, and then when they have outlived their usefulness, or if they are perhaps slain by adventurers, they contribute to the sacrifices that he needs.
All comes back
Longtooth
to
was
the
never
Lamia.
charmed
Feels
in that way.
So much worse. Oh, good.
Good to know.
But he still bore the Sahedra medallion, so killing him was still not in our best interest.
So as long as they die by any means, they get sacrificed.
Yes,
Hmm.
as long as they bear the mark of the Sahedron on their bodies.
I suppose you could carve it off first and then kill somebody. Wouldn't count then.
That's
Possibly.
how it works.
I don't quite understand the specifics of it myself. All I know is that they make sure to brand each individual person before doing it.
Must be pretty painful to do so,
Maybe you
but
could-
it's an option.
Deface it somehow back into like when you cover up a tattoo with another tattoo.
We'll put an
But,
8th point on there, so it's an 8-point star.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Haha. Can't get me. 8 points.
Well,
Hmm.
I would like to go find this Mokmiri and murder him.
I feel
No
like that's a
offense.
good start.
Well, if you wish to do that, I can.
So, should
Jason might be.
we ask her directions, or ask her to just lead us there?
Yeah, she could give us some. Do we want a map or do we want a guide?
Depends what she's willing to do.
Map or guide?
I cannot fight my kin. And I would ask that you leave as many giants alive as possible.
I think that's.
But I will support you how I can.
Well, in terms of what we came here to do, I think that fighting Mokmirian, well, the element of surprise is on our side, is definitely the best course forward.
In that case, I can get you to the door, but I don't have any means of opening it. You would have to
Well,
find that
hopefully
out
we
on your
will.
own.
Might have a few ideas.
Do our best.
Well, if you are ready, then I shall lead you.
How far is it?
It is within
Will we
these
have it?
chambers. Or within these
Will
caves.
we have
Hey.
Will we have any opportunity to prepare, do you think, when we get there? Or should we prepare now?
There's a door outside.
Prepare in what way?
All right, let's go. I guess we've still got probably a couple minutes of dark vision left. 10, 20?
Shall see.
Yeah, you used up like 40 minutes. This conversation was, you're probably almost out. But you can move quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Just stay behind. Do not make any sounds. I will remove the distractions for you, she says. I guess before she goes too far, she'll dismiss her walling off of that other path behind you. And then she'll lead you down the west.
Where does that other path go?
Asher just takes off on his own.
No, I'm
You-
just
you
asking
ask
her. Yeah.
That this whole area underground is a ring, she whispers to you. You can go that way, but the giants in Lamia guard that route.
Alright,
I will
I'm
take
not
you the
gonna go
easier
that
way. Unless you wish to go that route instead. I cannot guarantee your
don't.
safety with the dragons, however.
I don't want to see
This sounds fine.
Okay. As you round the corner down towards the like mess area, she urges you to be silent now, and as she kind of just calmly walks forward across the chairs and makes her way
There's still
back
a
to
little
that.
bit of light, at least.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of light in that chamber. She continues walking further south, back through that chamber that you were first in. Or back through the hall that you were first in. Towards your initial entry point.
Greshy's stuck.
Oh no.
Goodbye forever,
Greshy, how'd you get in the wall? Okay, there
Greshy.
you go. You should be
me.
unstuck now.
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Okay. She pauses at the end of that hall and looks around a bit, and then continues to the east. As she rounds the corner, she begins speaking in Jotun. Greetings, Ogre's son. How goes the mission today? She asks. And the ogre kind of grunts a little bit. Boring. The prisoners are hungry. They keep asking for food. You hear a bunch of tinks coming from this other chamber to the south, and low moans of presumably human captives from behind this ogre. Well, that is unfortunate. I will ask Mokmurian if he intends to feed them at all, or if we should sacrifice them sooner. Hey, what's that one human doing? She asks, pointing. Hey, what are you up to? The ogre turns and goes to harass some of the humans. Kona looks behind herself and motions for you to go.
Well, now we know where the humans are.
Once you pass, you pass by what's a actually Greshy, give me a perception check.
Perception.
As you guys pass that chamber.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 41.
As you pass by the chamber with the tinking sounds are coming from, you got a glimpse of 4 anvils, 2 of which had stone giants currently striking them, clearly making arms and armor. But along the southern back wall were 4 cages, each of which had a dwarf inside. And the dwarves seem beaten, bruised, pretty badly hurt, and are currently operating a massive gallows arm for the forge fire. Bellows, sorry. Yes, not gallows. It's quite different.
This fire burns on all sorts of some other kinds of fuel, and I did not need to know that, but alright. Alright.
You didn't get a good look at who they were, but
I probably don't know who they are. There's a lot of dwarves out there.
Greshy, you know every door.
I feel like it's kind of racist.
I don't know anything about dwarves. For all I know, there could be 5 of them.
as you proceed forward, the chamber that you've stopped in is clearly some kind of bed chamber. There's 4 big mounds of dirt piled up into what effectively look like little makeshift beds. Kana comes and passes you. Good thing the guards are not here at the moment, she says as she walks past. Now be very quiet. She will continue making her way around to the south. Dudek! Hudek! It is me, Kona. You hear a snarling sound as you pass into a large open chamber with that is lined by furs hanging from steel poles in the wall. You hear a snarling sound from behind some of the furs. And Kona rounds the corner. Ah, Dudek, you are here. Kona motions for you to run past her to the south as she talks with some creature that kind of snarls at her. As you pass, you can get a glimpse, and it's clearly a troll in leather armor. But the troll is thankfully too dim-witted to really notice you all. And as you pass, Kona finishes up her very brief conversation with Durek and continues onward with you. You continue down this path for a while. At this point, your dark vision would run out.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
We'll stop.
I am blind.
Let's say, hold a minute, ma'am. I need to make a light.
If you wish to do so, it should be safe here. No one ever comes this far, other than Mokmurian.
Rummage in my coin pouch and pull out a coin. I have roughly equal amounts of each. I don't know what it's going to be, but and I'll cast light on it.
It is a silver piece.
Okay.
Okay. You pull out a silver piece and cast light on it. Providing that good, sweet vision to the party. Let me just fix a thing real quick. That is Gunn, who's got a light. What's your light radius? It's like 60 something.
60 and 60, I think.
Okay. Bright light 60, low light 60. Cool. Alright, So Kona will lead you, or Kona, or whatever pronunciation I'm using. I think I keep switching between them. Yeah, she will lead you further into the tunnels. Let's change maps. Put you on the right map. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you continue onward for a while, good maybe 10 minutes of walking, until Kona just kind of stops at the end of a tunnel. It's a very wide tunnel. A good, what's this? 60 feet across, and another 30 feet up. And as you bring the light forward, you can see a massive golden door, etched with Thessalonian runes. There's a bit of stonework around the door, indicating that this clearly was some kind of ancient building here underground. But yeah. The door itself is huge. It is a good, like 30 feet across. It is oddly circular. It looks almost like a vault door. But curiously, there are no handles present. It is just two big, flat panels, half circles of, yeah, pure precious gold. At least at a glance.
I know I'm not super well versed in Thessalonian, but can I attempt to make any rudimentary check of like what it says?
Yeah,
a
you could,
word or two.
You give me a society check.
Do you know friend in Thessalonian?
Speak friend. 25.
25. You're not really sure. You do see several Sahedron runes. You notice a couple of... actually, you do see one of the runes that you'd seen before on that on the hanging scroll. It would be the one that you thought was like dark or night or black. And yeah, that's kind of all you get. Yeah, just kind of glancing over the runes. Yeah, you're not proficient with a lot of what these runes happen to be.
So how do you think we open this door?
I'll try covering the light by closing my hand to see if that does anything, since you said it means dark.
You cover the light, shrouding the room in darkness. The glittering golden door disappears from your view, but Greshy, who can see in the dark, can still see it just fine.
Mm-hmm.
Did that do anything?
Nothing seems to have happened.
Okay, I'll just open my hand again.
Okay, you uncover the light, and the door's still there, still shining, glittering gold.
I don't see any indentations where you could put a Sahedron medallion this time.
No, there don't appear to be any obvious indentations.
Except for the two half circles you said.
The two half circles are the panels of door. Like, it's a big circular door.
Oh, okay.
And it's just two halves that would swing open.
I see. It's a circular door. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Try prying it open.
Yes, unfortunately, this Jorgen Fist is a place that was supposed to be anathema to my people. We were never to come here in the first place, so unfortunately, I do not know how Mokmirian found this place, let alone got inside.
Well, we already used our chime of opening, right? You say he's a wizard? What could a wizard do to open doors?
There are spells, I imagine, to do so. I don't know of any, and especially since I don't see any sort of lock or nothing to pick. I sure as heck don't have a way in.
Have start digging.
Kona frowns. Unfortunately, I don't think digging will work. The stone around this place, it's sheathed in some kind of ancient spell, a very powerful one. It's far beyond my abilities to mold it.
Well, we could try knocking.
You all stare at each other.
Should I
Stare
tap?
at Greshy.
Hi, Greshy.
I have no idea. We can try breaking it down, I suppose, but
What if it has a spell? Is there a way to figure? Oh, it's an ancient spell. You don't have a way to like figure out what a spell is, right?
I can do some examinations to see if there's anything obvious, but
Hmm.
I'm not fluent on Thessalonian or
No.
know much about Thessalonian at all.
I don't know if there's a way for me to hunt around for spells without some kind of special technique.
You need detect magic.
Well,
Yeah,
I actually don't have Detect Magic prepared. I have
don't
Read Aura
have that.
prepared.
I mean, you could read the aura of the door and determine that it's
still-
magical.
Well,
And
actually,
what school?
Oh yeah, the door might not be magic.
actually, it's a fair point. Yeah, I suppose I'll read Aura on the door. Take a minute, try and figure out what school it is.
Jason's just like, it's magic.
Magic ain't gotta explain shit.
I think read aura tells you.
Gives you more information than detect magic.
Does it?
It does. Read Aura tells you
Oh,
if
it
the
tells
item
you
is
this.
magical and if it is, what the school magic is.
Okay. I believe. I need to check on a spell. Okay, it is a very strong aura. From the door itself, you're getting abjuration, which is basically the school of protection. And from around the door, like the walls, etc., you're getting that same aura of abjuration, but a bit of transmutation mixed in. And I guess there's also a very strong aura of conjuration on the door itself as well. So you're getting abjuration, conjuration from the door, and then abjuration, transmutation from the walls.
Let's not attack anything in here. Is there some sort of library that Mokmurian might have learned any of this stuff from? Or some old scrolls that he keeps someplace else, perhaps?
He usually takes anything he finds down here to this place. The only buildings that were even here before we came were the Black Tower and the Ring Fortress around it. It is possible that such a thing could be in the Black Tower, perhaps. But I have not seen him go there since we've moved here.
Sure thing.
But perhaps he knows something about it that I do not. We are not allowed entry. It is very expressly forbidden, except to the harpies.
The harpies.
Yes, there was a harpy trio. They normally guard the front gates, and at night they roost in the tower.
When do they normally come down here? Is it scheduled?
They rotate in shifts. There's usually one at the gate at any given time. Two roost at the top upper portions of the tower until called upon to change shifts.
Oh, but they don't like come down here.
They do not go underground, no. They guard
Okay.
the outer gate of the ring.
All right.
I mean, I've got nothing unless we want to go upstairs and knock around a bit.
Well,
I'm gonna touch the door.
I was gonna say, what if we touch
Asher
the
is
door
going to walk over and
try
touch the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch this door. I hope I don't explode.
Okay. You reach over and touch the door, and as you do so, you feel a jolt. A very, very bright light appears from the impact point of your finger in the door, and it grows very hot. You like recoil in like touching a hot oven before taking any like real damage, but you end up stepping back as the light continues to shine brighter and brighter until it coalesces into a single form.
Ooh. Guys, I found something.
Touching things.
Let's see if I
Ooh,
can
what's this?
show you what it looks
What
like.
the hell is that?
So a creature made of pure light coalesces in front of you. And where the hell did I put
so
it?
bad. Wait.
Why can't I find it? 1 sec. That's fine. I'll just show you this. Okay. It
Ooh,
is
that's
a
not nice.
it is a human or humanoid with
Changed your mind there.
big gaps in its eyes, a massive open mouth with only a scant number of teeth within. Its skin is stark white, clenched tightly to the bone. Its hair a wild, waving mess of white tangles. And you all hear its immense shriek as it forms before you. So let's go ahead and let's get some initiative.
Okay.
Guess
And-
knocking wasn't the solution.
I don't know. Might have worked.
Could have been fine.
Could
I
always
don't
work, you
like
never know.
this.
Alright, so 26 for Greshy.
23 for Gunn.
30 for Asher.
And let's roll for the creature.
But we could roll a battle cry, except we're trying to be stealthy. But it already shrieked at us.
And just yells back at it.
You're pretty
"Ah!"
far away from the rest of the fortress, so you could battle cry if you want.
Alright, let's do that. That means I always forget if this is the one where they do a save or where I do an attack. I had to recheck it.
Sorry, what was your initiative? Was it 23?
It's a free demoralize, so I only
Okay,
roll a
yeah, so it's an
demoralize.
intimidation check.
Yep. Womp womp. A 4 on the dice. 26.
26 versus its will save.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, versus will DC, right. That is a failure.
Okay.
So nothing happens. So you scream at it as it shrieks back at you. The creature starts with a 40, then we got Asher with a 30, Greshy with a 26, Gunn with a 23. Kona is just going to kind of back up a little bit. Okay. Let's see. So I need to give this thing an aura of that. Make that aura visible. And it emits some light. Okay, cool. So this creature is medium-sized creature. It's just kind of floating there. It will. It will start by raising its hand to kind of slap at Asher, who is right up next to it.
Don't slap me.
So that is a 40 to hit.
It does hit, but it is not a crit.
Okay. We will call that let's see. Wait, how is that split? Oh, I see. Okay. 17 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 14 points of fire damage. So a total of 31.
Okay.
And as the slap connects, the searing heat of the light sets your armor on fire, so you are burning.
I'm so flammable.
You catch fire as its fist connects with you. It will then kind of float to one side and then open its mouth in a big, wide oval and as a beam of light goes flying at Greshy. Let's do that roll.
All right. Well, I'm just
that is
here.
a critical.
Okay.
Yeah, I assume even with 40.
That's a critical.
Okay.
I mean,
it's a natural 20 for 40.
okay, I see.
Yeah. So that'll be 22 points of fire damage.
All right.
I think. Sorry.
That's not as bad as I was worried.
Yeah. Sorry, that should be 19 points of fire damage. I misread.
Okay.
That's the doubled amount?
Oh, no, I didn't actually double that. Haha. So 19 again for 38 total.
Okay. I was like, I'll go with it.
I forgot it was a crit, sorry. Okay. So yeah, it smacks Asher and then flies over to the side and beams Greshy with its laser mouth. Asher, at the start of your turn, you do make a fortitude save.
Oh.
So, said beam did not hurt Phelan, who's standing right next to Greshy?
I guess I didn't ask if Greshy was riding Phelan or not.
I mean, he is.
Okay, then it would have attacked Phelan instead. Because you would have cover from riding a creature that's bigger than you.
Oh, that's fair. All right, so that would have hit him instead.
Yeah. So give yourself 38 health back and take 38 health away from Phelan.
Sure.
Okay. So yeah, fortitude save from Asher. You got a 33.
33.
Okay, you succeed. You're like wincing really hard. The light is so bright right here that you can barely see. But you're fine for now.
Oh, good.
Oh, you succeeded at your save. You're actually fine for 24 hours. You're okay.
Oh, the light can't harm me.
Yeah, you squint your eyes really tight. Shield
I
your
guess-
shield your vision.
This is why it's good not to have dark vision. Now I can have light vision. So I'm on fire right now.
Uh-huh.
So I should probably stop, drop, and roll.
Okay. Yeah, doing that, go ahead and give me a, I guess you drop prone for one action, and then you can roll for the second action. So just roll a d20.
All right. Let's do that. Kennedy, please don't. There we go. My leg is asleep and Kennedy just stood on it. I have a 13.
13 is not enough to put the fire out. You can keep rolling for one more action to try again. Oh, sorry. Actually, wait. That might have been enough. I think if you do a stop, drop, and roll, you actually do reduce the.
Oh yes. Fire safety.
I think the DC gets reduced to 10. Burn. Why can I not find burning? Burning. For persistent damage. Yes, you can reduce the DC to 10. Yep. Okay, you are no longer on fire.
Yay.
Okay, so that was just 2
Alright.
actions.
Cool.
But now you are prone.
Oh, I have 3. I am prone and very unhappy. Can I? I guess either way it doesn't matter. I guess I will stand up.
Okay, you after having gotten off the little bits of cinders before they did much damage to you, you're just kind of dusting yourself off as you stand upright.
I was like, can
Greshy.
I take that back?
Oh, if you want, sure. Your turn wasn't
No, it's
quite
just-
over.
It's just really quick. Instead, I just want to try and figure out what this thing is while laying on the ground.
Okay, sure.
Might be a better
Yeah,
use
that
of
would
my
be. Ooh, what is this? That'd be occultism.
Oh, good. Let's see. Kennedy. Another 10 for 26.
For 26. Ooh.
My dubious knowledges.
This is either. Ugh. It's a shining something. You've heard of these before. It's either some kind of like revenging angel or some kind of astral being from another plane.
Ooh, I don't like either of those. Cool.
Greshy.
It's not what I expected Greshy to do.
Oh, Greshy.
Turn him up, but-
Since it's Greshy's turn, give me a fortitude save for both you and Phelan.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, there's Greshy. That's a natural 20 for total 41.
Okay, Greshy is fine.
And Phelan, you're up
He
here.
squints his eyes. He's used to squinting. His bushy eyebrows protect him.
And
From the
Phelan's got a 32 total.
Okay, Phelan's also fine. His Phelan also has some bushy eyebrows. So you're both squinting in the bright light, but you're otherwise okay.
All right. Is Asher prone right now?
Yes, Azure is still lying
I'm like
prone.
a little turtle.
Okay. So you're
He stopped, dropped, and rolled, and then thought.
Ah,
didn't end up
that's what
standing.
it was. Just stayed there.
Yep.
Maybe it won't come after me.
We're gonna direct Phelan into position, so Phelan will take his movement, and then we'll take a chomp at Mr. Screamy person here.
Okay, you ride in behind him, this creature.
And that's a natural 20 for a total 39.
Okay, that will crit. Go and roll double damage.
All right. So that is 14, 28 plus 7, so 35 points of piercing and electric damage.
Okay, 35 points of piercing and electric. Cool. As Phelan gets a good chomp on its arm, you hear the kind of wailing sounds build up again.
while we're at it, let's give... I hear ya.
Like it.
We'll use our other 2 actions to cast haste on Asher
Ooh.
and make Asher a little bit faster for a little bit of time.
What's the range on haste? I thought it was
30
touch.
feet.
Oh, it's 30 feet. Okay, cool. Not sure why I thought it was touch. Okay. All right, Asher, you're feeling speedy. You feel light, energetic, bouncy. Gunn, it's your turn.
All right. It's probably going to take me 2 movements to get into position,
30.
since I can only go 25. I can go 35. Get over to there. I'll take the front space.
Okay, you charge in front of it. That won't count as flanking. If you were on the diagonal, you would be.
That's fair, but I...
Just confirming that.
Yeah, you're right. That is a better tactical position, given that Greshy has already come into melee range as well. Yep. All right. Well, I'll take up a flanking position, and I'll do a strike at this creature.
Okay.
And I probably need to. Do I need to also make a fort save at the start?
Oh, yeah, sorry. You should have made a fort save.
All right. I'll do that now. Before moving, for a total of 39.
Okay, yeah, you also shield your eyes as you charge in.
Okay, and I have enough for 1 strike with my sword.
Yeah, and
For a
also
total
you have
of
your sword
41.
out. Yep. 41 will hit. That is not a crit.
Okay. The damage will be 24 slashing and some 7 sonic and acid.
Okay, 24 points of slashing and 7 sonic acid damage mixed. Okay. The creature continues wailing. Kona will, for her part, stomp her foot to create a large boulder and hurl it in its direction. The boulder just smashes against the... it would hit the creature, but it very quickly dodges out of the way, kind of like shadow images to the side and back. And she probably needs to make a fort save. Oh, that's why she missed. She can't see. She is trying to avert her eyes, but is now kind of kneeling on the ground. She... my eyes, the light. Okay.
Rock should also make his fort save
Oh, yes, that's true.
for 32
Rock is
for
fine.
him. And then
32.
he has 1 action, so can he
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
fly up above and fly over the space that Asher is in?
Sure. Okay, he is flying up above. All right. The creature's turn. Let's see. The creature begins to glow even more brightly. Oh, did Rock make a fortitude save? Yes, Rock
He did.
Of course, that's what you just did. The creature begins to glow even more brightly. You all feel a pulse of warmth run through your bodies. You feel uneasy, queasy even, as the light begins to expand. Give me reflex saves, everybody.
Oh boy. Wait, I'm on the ground. What does that mean?
-2?
Prone?
I don't think prone does anything to reflex saves.
Not in this
That's
edition.
wrong.
Sometimes it does.
Ooh, Greshy.
Yeah, no changes because of prone. You're fine.
Alright, we're rolling.
Okay.
Oh, Ash didn't do so well either. Don't worry, Greshy.
So Greshy got a 23. Phelan got a natural 20 for a total 41.
I got a 25.
Okay, where's my DC? I just saw it.
Gunn has a 26, and Rock has a
38.
38.
38. Okay. Let's see.
Animals
So
are fine.
so Rock succeeds. Phelan crit succeeds. Asher fails. Greshy crit fails. Gunn fails. So let's see.
What happens?
Good luck to us.
Have fun. None of you guys are undead, right? Secretly.
I mean,
Gun!
No, you're not. You're fine. Okay, the ones who failed, you take 56 points of fire damage. Who crit failed? That was
Greshy
Gunn.
did.
That was Greshy.
No.
Hmm?
Exalted reaction to reduce that sum
For who? For yourself?
for
or-
everybody. For
Okay.
everybody's
everybody.
within range.
So Greshy will take 112 by default. The others who failed will take 56. And
Is it too late for Greshy to hero point that?
Oh, it's way too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
That was I saw it, I let it sit.
Let's see. Exalted weight of guilt is going to reduce that by 12.
Okay,
everybody.
so get 12 health back if you took any damage.
I took a lot
Is
of
this
damage.
fire damage?
This is fire damage, yes.
Okay, so I'll resist another 5 with my ring.
I will resist none.
Did I give you your ring back?
Yes, you did.
Okay. I still haven't marked that I have it, so I have to unmark that.
Okay, so that should be 56 to Phelan takes none, right? He's crit succeeded.
So he should take none.
Uh
Unless there's some special whatever.
yeah,
Asher's
Rock should take
reflex
half,
thing
which would be
doesn't-
28 minus. Asher's reflex thing doesn't matter because he failed.
Yeah, it only matters if I
Yep,
succeed.
okay.
So Asher takes the 56 minus whatever the reduction was.
Okay.
Yeah, and Greshy takes the full 112.
It was 112 minus 12, so 100 even.
Also, Greshy, you can't see anymore.
Greshy,
You are blind.
no!
Straight up blinded. All right.
This is the worst encounter.
And the creature still has an action, so it will smack Gunn. As it screeches again. Ooh, that's probably gonna miss. 28 to hit Gunn.
That will miss.
Okay, yeah, it tries to slap you away, but you managed to dodge. Asher, your turn.
Oh boy. Alright, I'm gonna stand up. Then
Sit down, fight.
I sit down again. Up, down.
You are
up, down.
you are hasted, so you can use that as your free haste action.
Okay, and then oops. I had to look up how to do this. I'm gonna freehand one of my cantrips. I've not done this before.
Also, the enemy would become enfeebled
Oh, does he? Okay.
for ignoring my. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I think so.
Oh, right. Did you got a thing that allows this to apply to ranged attacks or AoEs? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So he is enfeebled too. They,
Mm-hmm.
Them.
whatever this creature is. I have no idea. All right. So Asher, you stood up.
I'm
What do you want
gonna
to do?
freehand my cantrip with no bow, which I haven't done before. So let's see. A 26 to hit.
Okay, you just kind of make the motions as if you were firing a bow to like unleash an arrow of frost.
Bow's missing.
The ice does form and fires out at the creature, but it just 26 does not hit. It just kind of burns away in the searing blight that this creature
Okay, I'm not
generates.
that used to it. All right, I'm gonna move back now, but I forget how fast I move. There we go.
Okay, you dart back. Greshy, what do? You can't see at all.
Cool. This is how I wanted this day to go. We will give 3 actions to Phelan then. Well, we'll spend 2 actions to give Phelan 3 and have him go ham on the thing that I assume is right there in front of him.
Okay, you just like bear down and grip hold as tightly as you can, Phelan.
I go for it.
Ooh.
I'm going to toss all 9 points on this first roll for Phelan's
Okay,
attack.
so that's 9 points.
It's also flanked and enfeebled.
Yep.
So 36, so 45.
Plus 2 from flanking, 47. That will crit. Roll double damage.
All right. So 1, 2, so 30, 40 piercing electric damage.
Okay, 40 points of piercing and electric mixed as he bites onto the creature's chest. It just continues to wail, and you see like little well, you don't see, but everybody else sees beams of light kind of shooting out from its eyes and mouth.
All right. Phelan's second action is to drag it to the ground.
Okay, does a little bit of a knockdown.
And third action is going to be to chew him while he's down. We'll see how bad this does. Much worse.
Yeah, third bite for
17.
17 will not help. You bite at the Phelan bites at the creature. It kind of floats off to the side a little bit on the ground. Gunn, it's your turn.
I have a quick question
Yes,
because I don't actually remember. Magic doesn't get flanking.
correct. Yes.
Okay.
Only melee
making
attacks get
sure.
flanking.
Cool. Thanks for the reminder.
I think I'm going to use fate points as well on my first.
Okay. You
Attack
have
with the
a
sword.
+9.
So I'm going to go ahead and strike this creature with my sword for a 41, 43, 52.
52 overall. That will crit. Go ahead and roll double damage. This creature is down on the floor. You strike at it.
Wow. 4 1s on 6 dice for, let's see, 33 and 12 is 45 points.
45 points of piercing damage as you stab through its chest. The light begins to seep out of the wound, heating up your blade. You pull back before it gets too hot. 2 more
I
actions.
guess it needs to make a fortitude save or be deafened.
Oh, that's true. Because it does make a
Theoretically.
sonic-y sound.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's pretty low DC though. It's like 24.
24.
Yeah, he succeeds trivially.
Probably have to nat 1 that, really.
I got a 19 on the dice, so.
Oh, well, that's definitely.
And as my follow-up, I will go ahead and I'll try and strike this thing's head off. I'm gonna slash at his neck
Woo!
with a 19 on the dice for 37.
37 with it being prone.
And flanked.
Those are the same bonus.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, they both impose flat-footed. That would be a 39. That is not enough to crit. That's just normal damage.
Drat. All right. Well, we have another 7 points of slashing and sonic acid.
Okay, 27 points of slashing sonic acid damage. You strike the creature, lopping off one of its arms as it begins to right itself prone. Kana is just kind of rubbing her eyes in agony.
I got one more
shining
action.
Creature. Oh, you have one more. Oh, sorry.
I'm going to order Rock to fly
Oh,
back,
Rock.
and he's probably going to attack and then fly back.
Okay.
So I'm going to command him. And
Or
he'll get
wait, you
one.
used? Didn't you strike?
I struck.
twice?
I struck.
Oh, you
twice.
struck twice. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm imagining things.
So he'll use his talons to strike the creature and get a 34, 36.
That'll hit. Roll damage. 13 points of slashing damage from the talons as Rox just kind of talons at it as it's trying to get up.
But he will not grab it. I will order him to back off, and he will fly back.
Okay.
Well, not too far back, but maybe here.
All right. Rock flaps backwards, flaps away from the creature, back towards Kana. The shining creature rights itself up, kind of floating in a way. Its one missing arm just oozing light. It will... Let's see... What do? It will fly to the opposite side of the chamber.
Ah!
Flying up as well, so it's like kind of up against the ceiling, and we'll scan the room. Oop, fuck. Sorry. There we go. It turns its head towards Gunn and fires another laser from its mouth and eyes. That will be 33 to hit.
A 33 would normally hit, but I will use my reaction to raise shield.
Okay, you pop the shield in place, blocking the beam. You feel the shield heating up, but you hold steadfast. Asher.
Me. Alright, I'm gonna take out my bow finally.
And it is no longer enfeebled. Okay, Asher pulls out the bow in one swift motion.
I will hunt prey because I can. And do a...
Alright, you track its movements.
Actually... No, alright. I don't have enough for this. Back we go to shoot. Shooty twice attack. What is No, I don't remember what it is.
Hunted shot.
Hunted shot, there we go. I was like, shoot
forget
twice.
Range. Don't forget your range, your volley.
Oh, my fucking volley. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, you could move first and then shoot, but...
Is it not fine for me?
Well, it was more the clicky sometimes.
Isn't volley...
Oh, yeah, the clicking. It's
Yes.
15 feet.
Oh, it's 15 feet volley. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Here
still
it
thinking
is.
playtest volley, which was like 30 feet.
Yeah. It's a little bit much.
That
Ooh.
is not great.
Okay, your first shot's a 26, and the
Not
second
much
one...
better.
20. Yeah, you unleash two arrows. They go flying. 26, 20. Both burn up in the heat of its light. You didn't quite put enough force into either of those shots. You have a third action, and sorry, you.
Wee. I'm moving down here, and I'm gonna try and I'll be like Kona here and lead her out of the light.
Okay.
She seems to be having some trouble.
Yeah,
so.
you go up to like the back of Kona's leg and try and like usher her out of the danger zone. Greshy.
Danger zone.
I can't see.
Nope.
Is it loudly railing?
This is me sitting in silence as I realize I don't know how to target things if I can't see them.
You can make a perception check to seek based on sound.
It is sort of shrieking, so it
That does
Might
help a
have been
bit,
heard
though it's also in a
flying away.
cave. But we'll try that perception check. That's a total of 40.
Okay, with a 40, you can based on its shrieking, you can kind of sense where it is.
Okay.
You'd still have a mischance.
Of course I would. Well,
Yeah, I guess
screw
generally
it.
spells require a line of sight. Can you? I actually don't know if you could cast a...
What I can do is if I know whereabouts it is, I will snap my fingers and bring the wand of crackling lightning into my hand, and aiming 2 lines in that general direction, attempt to zap it.
All right, I'll give you a mischance for either one, so we can see if either of the 2 hits.
Okay, so 2d100s, I guess?
Yep, 2d100s. You need to get over... What's the concealment for...
I assume 20%, but I don't know. Oh my fucking Christ.
Oh, yeah, 17 and a 15. Neither will hit. You just kind of vaguely... Your eyes are open, but you just can't see everything is just pure white. Shadows dancing around. You try to aim where you think the creature is, and the forked lightning fires out and just completely misses the creature. You fire too low, smashing, or like too low and too high.
Yeah,
Those who can see can see that was a pretty bad miss. Gunn. Or I guess Greshy, you still have, I guess, Phelan.
I can't do anything. It's fine.
Okay. Gunn.
How high up off the ground is it?
It's 20 feet off the ground.
20 feet off the ground?
Yep.
All right.
Or I guess 15, sorry.
I think I will...
I guess in the cave was 20 feet high.
What I have is Daze with a 60-foot range. So
Okay,
I'll go ahead
yeah.
and try and cast that. Which means he needs to make a will save, DC 30.
All right. Going to attempt his will save. This creature got a 29 on his will save. So it is
he takes
just a
the
failure.
Full 15 mental damage.
Full 15 points of mental damage as you, I guess, point your sword at it and shout a rebuke. With the one hand it has remaining, clutches its forehead and continues to shriek wildly.
I'll say, Rock, you're up. Go get in. Rock will rush in to about here and make a strike.
Okay,
His
Rock
talons.
glides towards the creature.
He has a 28.
28 is a miss. Rock flies out, talons forward. The creature dodges out of the way as Rock slams into the wall with his talons out, grabbing just a talonful of rocks.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay, top of the round. Asher, you help usher Kona at least out of the light there. Meanwhile, the shining creature. Let's see, what does it do? It will swing its good arm towards Rock. That's 40 to hit.
That's a regular hit.
Regular hit, okay. That is 25 points of mixed bludgeoning fire damage.
Okay. Rock doesn't have any particular resistance, so we'll take it all.
Okay. And Rock is on fire now, as the searing light burns some of his feathers and causes him to catch light. The creature will then turn and look at Gunn and do another laser beam. That one is Cocked die. It's a natural 1, so that will miss. Angry that it has missed, it will try one more time. That'll be -10, unfortunately. Yeah, it's only a 25, so that will not hit either. That's firing beams of light in your direction. You dodge out of the way, dancing. Asher, your turn.
Yeah. Alright.
The creature's movements are growing more and more erratic as it's darting around in the air.
I'm going to use... It doesn't really matter which order I do this in. My 9 points for an Eldritch shot with Ray of Frost from over here. See what we
From
can do.
downtown?
Yep,
Wait.
so having gotten sufficiently far enough to aim really well, you pull back, unleash
We'll see how
the-
well.
Well, I say really well, but you get a good, clean look at it.
So 29 plus 9, 38.
You do have a hero point if you wish to use it. Or you have 2 hero points.
Oh yeah, I'll use one for this. Please don't be lower than a 7.
The 38 is probably enough to secure a hit.
It's a hit. It's probably not
Yeah.
a crit.
A hit, but not a crit.
So I think we confirmed that 43 earlier wasn't a crit, so...
It's up to you.
Oh, it's actually worse. That's okay. Either way, it's just
Um,
gonna be a hit, I think.
Oh, yeah, hero point when you reroll. Yeah, it keeps the second
You
result.
keep
Okay.
the second one, so it's a...
So it's 25 plus
34.
9, 34.
34 will hit. So go ahead and roll the
Hit
damage.
either way. That would have been sad. I've been like, oh
Yes.
no.
Natural 1.
That is my
I will
job
use-
to tempt you. Okay, you can stop the damage there. That will the fire damage
Oh.
doesn't do anything, but the piercing damage, the frost, and the frost from the shot will all do enough to strike the creature dead in the chest. It explodes in another burst of light and just dissolves from the room.
Another burst of light, meaning reflex saves on death, or
No, this one is
Okay.
not as hot as before.
had me worried.
All right, combat over.
Call Rock down and put his fire out.
I'm not touching that door again.
I have a problem.
Are your eyes also hurt?
Yeah, I can't see anything.
The light was very bright, but Kona kind of maneuvers forward slowly. Is it gone?
It's gone.
Hmm. It's as I feared then. We have no way of getting in.
I mean, I don't suppose that the door is now unlocked.
You could try touching it, Gunn.
We could.
The door
Try
does
re-
not seem to have moved in any meaningful way.
We could try casting Read Aura again if Greshy could see, to see if it still has that, I guess, hint of conjuration on it.
I don't know if Greshy is gonna be able to see for a little bit. I don't know how long this lasts.
Can we put the
Can I
fire?
attempt to recognize what that spell was that did that to me?
Sure. Yep. Let's see, that would be occultism.
Bad as some of my other ones, in fact. 28.
28. For a spell of this level. Yes, that was Sunburst. You would know that you are now permanently blind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I can fix this. Just not today.
Okay. Wait, does that mean Kona's permanently blind? Fuck.
I don't know.
I feel my
She actually
vision
didn't...
coming back to me, she says.
Oh,
as-
good. Okay, she's fine.
But I'm a problem. I can't do anything.
How can you fix it?
I can prepare spells to try and work around it.
Work around it, not fix it?
I mean, ideally it fixes it. As much I know what the spell was that caused it, I don't really know how to undo what it did. I'll have to figure it out as I go. But I know a spell that should help. But then, of course, I'll be preparing in the dark. Oh, this hasn't happened to me in a while.
Have you been blind before?
Oh, I.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't really blind. I was pretending to be blind, but
That's very different, Greshy.
it is when you have stuff plastered upon your face so that people can't see your eyes.
So you blinded yourself with like mud.
Effectively.
Phelan whines.
Is Phelan blind?
No, Phelan seems to be fine. He'll
Okay, good.
kind of
If you can
stomp over a little bit away from the door.
Thank you. I don't actually know where we are right now, and that kind of scares me a bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Have I successfully put the fire out on Rock?
Oh, right, Rock's on fire.
Rock was
yeah,
on
give
fire.
me. I guess give me a D20.
Watch check.
Or, yeah, give me like. How many D20s would it be? It's
He's got a
probably
12
easy
on the
enough.
first one.
Yeah, if you're helping him put it out, yeah, that's fine. You dust him out. He ruffles his feathers in the dirt, like he's taking a dirt path, and you're able to get the fire off before it does too much more damage.
As Greshy comes over, I'll go ahead and use my first level heal 3 actions for an AoE for everyone that should get. Yeah, Asher and Kona too if she's hurt. It's a little
Yes, she
wimpy
is.
heal, but
She also got hurt by the sunburst.
it's a wimpy little heal, but it's something. Yay, everyone
5
gets
healing.
5 healing.
5 hit points. Alright. I can sort of target myself. Yay. In the dark.
I hope you can target yourself.
I literally can't see anything.
Wait, can't you just like...
I mean, I can.
Yeah, you're
yourself from
aware of
taps?
yourself.
No, I was saying I can't see myself on the map, so selecting
Oh!
token.
Oh, I see.
Difficult.
Here, I can.
I found myself, so it was fine. There was a period of time where I thought I lost myself, but I've been found.
Oh, that's
think.
good.
I've turned off your night vision. Maybe that'll suffice. Can you at least see your token now?
I can
you
see
probably-
everything.
yeah, you can see everything if I do that.
Yeah.
Ow.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, if you all want to be the ones in charge of moving me.
No, I'll leave your vision on.
Okay.
Under the
I just
assumption
can't
that
see
you won't.
anything.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So I can't fucking cast anything for the day.
Mm. Well, we can't get in this door anyway.
Yeah, I got that impression.
At least I don't know a way to get in the door, and I tried knocking, and that hurt us all very much. So,
Mm.
I don't think I'll be knocking on the next few doors in the future.
I wish I knew a
What are
way
we
in.
gonna do about this?
Well, our remaining options would be to go find the one who does the sacrifices,
Well, we are down one person.
to go find the other lieutenant who brings the prisoners.
The prisoners are down here with us, I think.
To rescue the prisoners and try to escape with them, or to find a place to rest so that we can make a further attempt in the morning?
I think I'm going with rest because 2 of those are fights at the very least in which we have 1 less person, and the escape attempt, the only way I can think that the prisoners would escape is up, which is where everybody is,
Mm-hmm.
which I think would be even harder with 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Kana, is there any chance we could, and I forget the name of the priest who does the sacrifices, that we could confront him without alerting the entire camp to our presence?
Lokenseer?
So what was that name you cut off?
Lokenseer.
Lokenseer.
Lonknsir. I might have spelled that incorrectly. Kansir? The Lokenseer has his own chamber within the tunnels. It is on the northern side. He is normally alone unless he is branding new recruits. It is, if you are relatively quiet, well, I'm unsure. If you make too much noise, the dragons and Lami are usually near, their tunnels are not terribly far. They could come to check on it if they get too curious.
How many Lamia?
There are 3 of them. The twins and that red-haired one.
We'll definitely need to take them out as well, eventually.
Eventually.
Is there a
Hopefully.
safe place we could recuperate?
She thinks to herself.
Honestly, this is the closest I can think of, if no one comes down here and Mogmirian doesn't exit his chamber.
It would be a risk, but it is possible.
If you have any other suggestions, I'm quite open. The way we came, there are red caps. I think we would likely encounter.
Yes, you could stay here. The main risk would be Mogmirian returning, and who knows when that could be. You could try staying by the grave marker, but sleeping near restless spirits is unwise, and you could be seen from the hallways nearby. Another option is perhaps the Black Tower. Since no one else is allowed there, all you would need to do is deal with the 3 harpies that guard it. They do not typically go onto the inside that much. It's possible you could stay there. I
do
know
we know
not
about
if anyone
harpies?
guards it.
What do we know about harpies?
What do we know about them?
Are they powerful enough to threaten us, or are they typically...
Society check.
Can I try as well?
Yeah, if you're thinking about harpies. Yeah, give me a
I'm
society
thinking
check.
about harpies for 21, not thinking too hard.
I have 23.
Okay. What the 2 of you know of harpies, you imagine that you could take them pretty easily. Unless they were particularly high-skilled, elite harpies with some kind of, with class levels and special training and stuff.
Is that...
Just general harpies, they're just like many other commoners.
Are these harpies skilled warriors?
They are undisciplined. They claim to be monks, students of some... They call him the Black Monk, but I have not seen him.
Oh.
The Black Monk
like the
sounds
tapestry.
Oh,
Wasn't it like
like... Yeah. Yep, that was one of the possible translations on the tapestry.
that?
What
the
tapestry?
technique. The one Longtooth had.
It was huge. And it showed people doing some kind of technique, I think. Or dance.
That was... I believe that was a gift from Mokmurian to Longtooth. As thanks for bringing him some of the dragons that he's
Oh,
slain.
Longtooth brought Mogmirian the dragons.
Yes, he was a key partner in finding and subduing weaker, lesser dragons than he.
Well, now I don't have any more. There goes that sympathy idea.
I told you, Mokmurian and his ally, and those who support him directly.
Followers of Karzug, yes, they're known for their lack of
They
empathy.
cannot be redeemed. It's impossible. But yes, I imagine if you say it said something about a black monk, perhaps it came from there. Mokmurian found and lived in this place for some time before he brought us here. I believe it is where he spent most of his exile before returning.
Greshy, what do you think?
I can't see anything. Going anywhere too far, it seems dangerous to me, but
Phelan is with you,
He
is that
can
right?
lead you.
I mean, he
can
can't
carry
see
you.
in the dark any better than I can right now.
That's a good point. None of us can see in the dark. In fact, would carrying light prevent us from
Imagine
moving?
most giants have the ability to see in the dark, so
Yeah, the need to carry light might be the fatal part of this. You said Mogmirian was going to return. I thought he was awaiting inside.
I mean, return from within.
Ah, okay. How long was this corridor that leads to the door before the next branch in the path? Do I have a guess?
Going back, it was about 10 minutes of walking.
So like
Through some tunnels.
half a mile or a mile?
Yeah, something like that.
So
Call it
between
half a
there.
mile.
Half a mile. Okay. That does seem like we could put some kind of it seems like we could give ourselves enough warning to escape somehow.
If you wish to try and stay here, I can conceal you as best I can. But I won't be
That's
able to
what I
stay
was-
with you. I'll have to
That's
return
what I was
unless
going
they
to
notice
ask
my
next.
absence.
Your stone shape can form us a small hidey hole.
She
Maybe not so
steps
small if we use our
over
yurt.
to the. She moves over to the nearest wall and kind of gestures with her hands for a bit. You see the stone start to part and form into a 15 by 15 cubby, basically.
Would have said maybe a couple 100 feet back down the line, but I suppose I will not look. I will not reject your gift.
Well, if Mokmurian comes this way, He will notice regardless.
Yeah, the difference would be whether we're still in there when he does.
Do not underestimate his powers. If you wish to go further up the path, I can do something there instead.
Does seem like it would give us a bit of a chance to move should he come out. Am I wrong? What do you think, team?
Yeah, if we can hear is the only. Listen for footsteps. And then
Don't imagine he'd be trying to conceal them. Who would he be hiding from?
Yeah. I have a low-tech solution for that, but I don't imagine it's going to be needed when we're talking about a giant.
You will not hear his footsteps. He tends to fly most days.
Oh my god, he floats.
Okay.
Oh, he's one of those assholes.
He's one of those
Right.
floaty guys. We could try for the tower if
Is-
absolutely nobody is in it. If there is a safe way to get there.
Sounds like there's 3 harpy monks and we have to go through.
But they're at like the top. Do we actually have to go through people to get there?
I mean,
Other
unless we can start
giants?
digging through.
We would have to
Grand.
go back the way we came. There is some risk there. Otherwise, inside the inner ring of the fortress, I suspect there were only a handful of giants and some of their trained mammoths. It should be fairly easy to sneak you through to the entrance of the Black Tower if you wish.
I mean, my only misgiving is that
No
we'd all not be
misgiving.
able to see.
If it makes you feel better, we can't all see right now anyway.
That's true. I can't see. Greshy can't see. You can't see.
This must be what humans live like all the time. It's terrible.
It is Greshy. I can never see anything.
I will yield to the group decision, but I would lean toward staying on this tunnel up a ways.
I am fine with tunnel or tower.
I think tunnel, if only because I really do not believe my ability to be of assistance at all. That
I'll
seems
carry
like a long
you,
way to.
Greshy.
Okay, are you gonna carry Phelan too?
Then sounds
Yeah,
like
puppy.
No,
in
it's true. It's
agreement.
easy to carry him. I just don't
Yeah.
like the idea of traveling without being able to see where I'm going.
Let's tunnel up.
Mhm.
She gestures to the wall, ceiling over the spot that she dug out. All right, very well. I'll lead you. She leads you back up the tunnel a bit, and digs out a new hole in the wall. From this point, this is where we must part.
Oh. Is there any chance at all that she has time to draw us a little map of what's down here?
I
Stick
can-
map. I have paper.
Your implements are small, but I can.
Oh yes.
I can etch something into the ground and stonework, and you can copy it from there if you wish.
Yes,
Um,
I do want that.
Okay. She draws out a pretty loose map of the I guess of the underground area, the tunnels. Let's see. I can draw it out here. Okay. What does she draw? She'll draw. There's like here, there in the center of the tunnels, is the bone pit where all the sacrifices are made. I guess maybe in a different color I should do the. No, she's drawing it. She's etching in stone. It's fine.
Colors.
Whatever color you like.
Doesn't have colors. This here is the entrance. If you take those stairs up, you'll be able to get to the inner ring of the fortress. Just be careful. Galenmere, one of Mokmurian's generals, usually sits guard here, and she marks the northern point of that circle on the map. Some of the trained cave bears are also in this region. They're usually resting there in their small cavern. Galenmere's tunnel, or home, is here when he is sleeping. It's attached to the other side of the ring. Here is where all the corpses are, usually left to rot. If we go up this way, over here is the stone tablet, the graves of our ancestors. Oh, not ancestors, the graves of our fallen. Down this way, this is the gathering and eating area, the lower half of which is the kitchen. Through there is food storage. This hallway connects back to the entrance over here to the east, so there's two main ways to get to the kitchen. From that, continue south. Then you reach Anga's chambers. She is a kobold that Mirian keeps in her services. I've currently set her
Is that who
out
you
on
were speaking to earlier?
Yes, she is very excitable. Easy to energize, I suppose. But nonetheless, she is very dangerous. Do not deal with her if you do not have to. Through here is the guards' bedchambers. When they are not patrolling, they are usually here, or in the kitchen, dining space area. In between the Anga's chambers and the bed quarters, we have the slave pens, or slave pit, I guess, where all the humans and low folk are currently being chained up, as well as the smithing area. Then that leads here to the troll nest, where the trolls are kept to guard the entrance to Mokmurian's domain. This obviously leads down to Mokmurian's domain with the golden door. The northern path from the trolls goes up. This is where the Lamia stay. They have a small shrine to Lamashtu where they do their prayers and make their sinister plans. Just through there is where the dragons are kept. They currently have 2 dragons in their employ at the moment. That loops back around to the entrance. But branching off of that loop, going this way to the north, that is where Lokenseer resides for the branding ritual. Upstairs, in the ring, things are a bit simpler. We have the ring. At the south side is the entry gate. The pit is in the center. That's where if you enter, or if you leave through the pit, you'll come out here. There we have our Great Hall on one side. That is where the generals tend to meet. Mirian keeps his pet bear there. Suggest avoiding it if necessary. There's a tower in the north side. That is the Rock's Roost. They've been allowed to stay there in exchange for hunting unwanteds in the area. There's also the guest chambers beside that. It was a shrine to our ancestors, but it's currently being used to house 2 of the ice giants from the north, who are visiting, making plans to join Mokmirian's army. Then we have the Mammoth Pit, or Mammoth Pens. There's mammoths in there.
We throw them in.
Beyond that, at the southeastern side, there's a massive tower. That's what we call the Black Tower. There's also a number of gatehouses. We'll kind of mark those with X's. There's 2 gatehouses, or watchtowers rather, on either side of the entry gate. There's one on the far west side, one in the northwest, one directly north. Oh, sorry, there's not one directly north. I lied about that one. She lied about that one. She forgot. Ignore that one. That's not a... She kind of scribbles it out. There's one in the northeast, and there's one in the west.
And it's just the one ring, then?
Yes, it is just one ring fortress. Outside are where all of the giant camps are situated,
I see.
of each of the different tribes.
So just the one ring that rolls over the mountain. Gotcha.
Correct.
Right,
So-
this is perfectly helpful.
The Black Tower you're interested in is right here. And
A little tiny thing.
where you are currently.
Oh,
there's over
there.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Loken
you-
Seer is up here. Top right.
Do you believe you will contact us later, or are we on our own?
I've been away from my duties for too long. I do not know how much my son keeps watch over me. I can check on you if you wish, but I cannot say what time or when. Me going down this tunnel is already suspicious enough. I could meet with you if you need, but
How could we contact you if we need to? Greshy,
unsure.
can we prepare anything that will help us?
I do have a bird. I have
Sure.
one bird.
Oh, can we prepare anything to help us, huh?
She's just sitting there blindly.
Asher may be able to.
I do have one bird left. I might have, no, I have one bird because we sent one bird to Sandpoint.
She looks over her own spell list.
Greshy, I can read your spell list if you write it out.
I have Ghost Sound, if that helps.
So have I.
I can cast
But no.
Mending. Prestidigitation.
amazing.
Message
You're
is
looking-
short
you're
range
looking
and
for a
requires
messaging
line of
spell?
sight. Message is short range and requires line of sight. I'm looking for something that would let us send some kind of verbal message directly.
Nothing I can prepare.
Okay.
Fortunately, I
can.
do not know of any such things.
Do you get many like rodents or bugs, that sort of thing, down here?
Yes, there used to be a large number of insects around. There
'Cause,
have
I mean,
been rats as well.
I suppose I could try an animal messenger. It'd be a written message, but just be a little rat scurrying around would show up and toss a letter at you, basically.
That is fine.
Okay.
Make sure it's in common. Many of the other giants only read and speak Jotun.
Well, that seems easier to do then.
If they did discover it, they'd probably assume it came from you. Just a thought.
Yes.
Oh, well, you're getting Kona in trouble here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they never look down and will never see the rat.
Okay. Well, we have our best, that seems like the best we can do as plan goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
Feeling it.
That's what
I
I
have
got.
an optimistic outlook after I blinded the party.
well, may your ancestors favor you.
Aye, same.
Kona, do you need any, are you injured? Can I help you any further?
Thank you, but I will be fine.
So on regular failure, are you just blind for a little bit?
Guess so.
Oh, Greshy.
I kind of got blasted by that. Right in the eyes.
It's weird that the characters with dark vision got blinded. Almost as if the sun disagrees with them.
You know, you say that and that's really funny right now. But the difference is that usually I'm not as blind as you two are.
That's
And
Yeah,
yet
Kona,
right now-
Kona at this point has turned and has walked off.
Goodbye, Kona.
Well, we have,
Suspicious, isn't it?
we can get another hour of like travel in the dark tomorrow. That should
Yeah.
hopefully be enough to do everything we need to do.
I hope so.
See. I hope so.
See.
Or we can do more than that if we only need to use it for sneaking and Asher travels as an animal. Instead
I
of
could
with-
travel. It's iffy because my animal form is my melee combat form.
which is
so I prefer to have
huge, right?
charges of it. Unless I know that sneaking is going to be extremely worthwhile.
Mhm.
Or I'll have 10 minutes. Either one.
We ultimately need to take out Mogmirian and the Lamias and the Sacrificer and free the slaves, prisoners,
I
and
feel like
get
if we
to the Black Tower.
if we start with Mokmurian,
The cards.
everything
fall.
else rolls downhill from there pretty easily.
Yeah, I think
It'd
you're
be
right.
pretty easy to start a prison riot while everyone's confused about the fact their glorious leaders just died or something.
But if he
Mhm.
never like comes out of this door, that's troublesome.
It is problematic, especially since we don't know how to get in.
No.
That would be where the other option is to go up into the tower to see if there's something in there, especially since nobody's supposed to go in there at all.
Yep. I think that's the next goal tomorrow, is to make for the tower.
My only thought is, do we do something about Lokenseer? Or do we just let them suffer while we go play investigator?
Depends on if we think playing investigator is gonna net us some worthwhile anything.
Well, not anything. Something doesn't seem very fun when we go looting anything.
That's not what I wasn't talking about looting. I was talking about information, Greshy.
Netting.
Leave
Netting.
no trace.
Netting could be a number of things. Look,
Talking about using your brain.
I'm trying to sass you. I'm not even exactly sure where you are. Okay, I'm trying my best.
You're like facing the wrong way. What do you think of that, Asher? Asher's like, I'm over here. Yes.
Between the tower and the priest,
Mhm.
the tower first does seem like the way to go, because killing the priest is very likely going to give us away. whereas the tower is supposed to be empty.
But we do, to get to the tower, we have to maybe fight bears and general.
Yeah, we have to sneak our way through. That's true.
But I don't know
We
if...
should be able to avoid the... Wait, is the way up through the center?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
Yep.
Okay. And is it just climbing out an open pit?
She
Or
said there were
there's-
stairs.
Okay, there's stairs.
Yeah, there's a spiral stone staircase leading out of the pit.
Still
Okay.
climbing out to an exposed pit.
If
though.
you want, you can... I can use my sneaking powers to fly
Still
out
have-
and fly into the tower and fly around and then fly
I
back.
still have 2 shots of invisibility, and Asher can still turn into an animal.
Mhm. Who would
So we
suspect a
could
cute little
make a-
vulture?
We could make a go at the tower, but we'd need to get Greshy through.
Mhm.
Do we have anything that can help conceal Greshy's presence?
I can fly.
Greshy, no. That's even more wild.
Bonking into walls.
Everyone will
I'm-
see you.
I'm assuming that by this point I will have done something to hopefully counteract this.
Phelan? Well, I meant today.
Oh, you want to go today to the tower?
Well, if we're super sneaky and just sneaky,
Yeah, we have the
You
ability to
mean
sneak reasonably
need
well today.
everyone? If we're super careful.
You want Greshy to stay here while we go in the...
What part of me not being able to see anything does not seem to be running through your head at the moment when
Yeah,
I
I
can't
would
see
sooner-
where you're
I
at
can
to even
never
gesture
see
at you?
Greshy.
You have a guide dog. You will be alright.
He can't see either.
Oh my god.
Dog.
In the dark, he can't.
So
But
is it
normally he
better-
can.
Yes, but is it better to have a large dog walking around carrying a blind dwarf?
Hmm.
If you can guide me, I can carry Phelan, but I can't see where I'm going. I'm entirely trusting on you.
I think Greshy's just gonna stand there while people fight.
And once again, there are things I can do prepare
Oh.
for these sort of things.
Uh-huh. We are
But
on a
I'm not prepared to be blind today.
we
is what
are
I'm
on
saying.
a clock. We are on a sacrifice clock
Actually, I can't be a bird forever.
and an
if you
ice
don't
giant's arriving clock.
believe- Well, the ice giants are gonna take 2 weeks. So that's not too bad. The sacrifices I would worry about more, but
One of the things that I can do if we need a distraction is if I take a minute or 10, I can summon another exploding elemental and send it in there and see what happens.
ooh. Send it in where?
It is one of the few things that I can do today. Because I really just need to tell it to go someplace. So if you can tell me which way to direct it, I can send it there. It can do a thing. We'll see what happens. But that's all I got.
Maybe we should just.
Do you have
sleep.
how about your healing powers today?
My healing powers are pretty good. I'll admit, I'm not feeling particularly great.
We might want to start with some of that since we're all quite injured.
We can do that.
That's not fine.
I will need you all to get a bit closer since I can't actually see where you're at to come to you.
I'll hold your
we'll get-
hands.
Let's get everybody in close.
Your beautifully laced hands.
I
You
think
all
the
huddle up.
I think we can spend at least one day resting.
Well, if we can spend one day resting, I feel like odds are good that I'll be better
I-
or able to
I
do
like
something about it.
The resting idea, because if I rest, I can't do it in the cave, but I could be sneakier outside with Bird if we ever need it. If we rest,
But
and
basically,
I
I
can.
can
change my spells.
I can change my spells. I can prepare spells that might be better for even if not blindness, for other circumstances, for sneaky thievery, skullduggery, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We should be able to pour a healing potion in someone's eyes.
I've tried that once. It actually does burn. You would be surprised.
I would be, because it's supposed to be nice and healing and
Yeah,
soothing.
it's more a soothing, bubbly sort of thing when it goes down. When it's in your eyes, all that bubbles just do not mix very well. You heard of those little stones that when you put them in your mouth, they like
the
fizzle and
pop
pop?
rocks.
Yeah, those sorts of things.
I
Those
just
little
had
stones.
this
Imagine that, but in your eyes.
It's like popcorn. Those little magic rocks. It's a good thing I brought some to eat so we can be really loud in this cave.
Well, if you eat them, at least I'll know where you are.
Crunch,
So it's
crunch, crunch. I don't eat actually anymore.
You're
You got to rely on Gunn to
literally
chew
just
with his
chewing
mouth
on them
open.
for no reason. Well,
All right. Well, so do you
Did we
guys?
solve anything?
I think we're going to do some medicine checks and then
And then rest.
I assume we're done for the night.
Rather than medicine checks, I think we'll be using spell slots on this one. Greshy, no offense.
I mean,
Is it offensive to talk about spell slots now
I
in
feel,
front
I
of
feel like I
poor
should be
Greshy?
offended. A little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay, Greshy. When I cast my spells, I'll close my eyes too.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't.
Greshy's-
I feel like Greshy doing medicine checks right now is probably not like the best idea.
Yeah.
You heal the rock.
I had some shitty rolls for that, but that's fine. So that's for Greshy is 51 points of health back.
Okay.
Who else needs healing?
I'm hurt.
Okay.
I forget how much.
Oh,
Ooh, a
why is
lot.
the?
A lot?
I need like. I guess I don't have 70 HP, but I don't know.
Oh, I guess all the health bars didn't.
I'll cast a
update.
Can
fourth
generate-
for
There we go.
Asher.
I can
so
generate 36 hit points every 10 minutes.
You got 54 hit points back.
Oh, nice. How can you regenerate?
I can generate rather by
Oh.
using
You
lay
can
on
do lay on-
hands and
Mhm.
then refocusing.
Yeah, I mean, you
Oh.
guys have some hours to spend
And,
here in the Ozark.
At least the yurt is specifically like not visible, not glowing from the outside, so we can
Yeah, you can
go inside.
you can set
and
up the
eat
yurt
and
in this
Cubby.
little mini cubby cavern
room.
that she
Mhm.
made for you. Climb inside, cover the flap, and then turn on the light.
That should put me at max.
Who put this yurt here?
So yeah, I guess you guys, I forget what time it was you came down here into the caves, but it's only been like
It was
maybe 2 hours of adventuring.
pretty
No,
early.
plus wandering around outside. Yeah, it's probably been like 3 or 4 hours. It's probably about, I'd say maybe 2, 3 p.m. So you have some hours left in the day if you want to if you want to spend 4 hours of
I can
downtime, you
read.
can.
Oh, I can read my book.
Or we
But I
can
would
just
assume-
heal
I would
and
assume
rest.
that Gunn can keep resting and or like refocusing and using lay on
That's my
hands until everybody's
Okay.
full.
Okay. Can we heal and rest right away and then wake up at midnight, say, with spell slots back? Or is that
Spell
that's
slots
like
are
only once a
24
day.
hours, yeah.
24 hours? Right.
Yep.
Not
As
just
far as
a
I
long rest.
remember.
I think that's right.
Otherwise, you could
Long
like
rest,
long
but
rest
also limit once
midday.
a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're also just not like you're exhausted, but you're not sleepy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have one idea for a little mission, but I would just run it by everyone else.
Mhm.
What if Asher took my
Hi.
invisibility cloak and traveled to the prisoners' pits and tried to communicate with them? Better to do that tomorrow, I think, rather than today anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can discuss that next time.
We can have all
Alright.
sorts of secret missions.
Well,
Can a rat wear an invisibility cloak? Wait, I can't speak as a rat. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, I guess you spend the evening healing each other up, so everybody go back to full HP.
Yep.
Via Gunn's
read
lay
my
on
book?
hands. Asher can spend some time poring over the runes in the book to try
How
and get
many hours
more
did I
proficient.
need?
I wrote it down at some point. I don't remember. I'd have to go look.
Alright, you can do that later. I have my little tally.
Man,
How many
I would
hours
love
do you
to
have
use this
currently?
new scrounger
I have
vacation.
40 hours.
Okay,
I feel like it was 50 something.
yeah, something like that. I'll look it up later because I forgot entirely.
Cool. I'm getting
Alright.
close.
Well, with that out of the way, the day will change over to... I'll change the day now while I remember. It was Fire Day, Neth the 29th. It will now be Star Day, Neth the 30th. You have reached the end of Neth, unless Neth is a 31-day month. It is, isn't it?
No,
is
I don't
by
think
our
so.
I
calendar.
thought it was 30. Is it?
By our calendar, it's a 30-day month.
30 days has
yes,
Because
you're
it's
right.
November.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it is the last day of Neth. Yeah. I guess next time we'll find out what happens with blind Greshy and the Raisinets as the story continues. Good night, everybody.
Good night.